My great-grandfather gave his heart to God at the sacrament service on the first Sunday of the new year, 1861. Wesleyan Chapel, Hackney Road, London. That's amazing. My grandfather was a lovely man. He met up with my grandmother and they had a lovely life together, and they had children. They had my mother, Ruby, Ivy, Daisy, who I loved to bits. When we came to Essex, I was about 2.5. We moved up to Dagenham, and I grew up there. My brother had a job delivering groceries in a on a bike with a box thing on the back, and he used to take me to school in it. He loved me to bits, always looked after me. By the time I was about 8, war broke out then, and we were told to evacuate by the ARP wardens and so on, and we ended up at 32 Harrow Road, Leytonstone. We had to stay up there until everything was cleared, and there was landmines dropped quite close to us. And my Auntie Daisy, she also joined the ARP, Air Raid Wardens. She joined that to do a bit in the war. And we'd all go down the shelter, and she was a bundle of life. And she'd be doing handstands up the wall in the tunnels. We'd be in the underground tunnels. Got everybody laughing and in a bad situation. I could see him working up the end of the foundry, and he used to come past the window and he'd glance in every now and again, and I didn't take any notice of that, but I did note that he had lovely dark curly hair, and the girls kept saying that he had his eye on me and he fancied me, and I said, oh, don't be silly, of course not, I've never spoken to him. And they kept saying, he does, that Tommy Burke fancies you, his name's Tom. And he asked me would I like to go for a bike ride, what they used to call the Barking Creek. We started courting down by the creek. Yeah, and I thought he was lovely. Doggone, I've done it. I've fallen in love. So we got married on the 23rd of June, 49. We come out of the register office. We just had enough money to get on a coach. We thought, well, we'd get a coach trip to Southend. We sat on there. We walked around hand in hand and then waited for the coach to take us back. And when we got back, the room was full of earwigs where we'd left the windows open. And I was screaming, I couldn't go to bed with earwigs in the room. That was our wedding day and honeymoon all in one go. And I don't think to this day I can recall another day like it. Doggone, I've done it, I'm falling in love. My husband went off to do his national service eventually, and he spent a few months over here training, and then he went to Malaya. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. And on his release from there, I was still in the rest centre then, of course. But then when I notified him that he'd got his release papers, he was coming out, they then set about getting us a place, and that was the Masonette over in Dagenham. That was our first real place, and we were so over the moon with it.
and boogie rhythm. He can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. He makes a company jump when he plays reveille. He's the boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. He was a boogie-woogie bugle boy.
And then we hit on Chippenham, never even heard of the place till Dad got a job there. And we stayed at Cheddar in a caravan. We took Nan with us. Tom come sailing along and saw this house and fell in love with it. Come back to the caravan to tell me all excited about it. And we went for it. And Nan said, as soon as she stepped in, you know what, I've got a feeling about this. You know, you're going to be very happy here. You're going to be very happy. And we were.